All right, what's the objection?
Relevance.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Darius Ford, Your Honor. So this shows a video with Mr. Ryan and Mr. Darius Ford, who we'll talk about further. He'll come in probably in the next couple of weeks. He was an individual who was killed right after Mr. Rayshawn Bennett was stabbed, not right after, but a few weeks after Mr. Rayshawn Bennett was stabbed in the Fulton County Jail. And we believe that, or the state's theory is that Mr. Ford and Mr. McMiller were killed as a retaliation of that stabbing. And so this shows the association with that individual. And I believe within the post he says YSL as well. So she established in there.
And who's going to identify him?
Oh, I'm sorry. Who will identify Mr. Ford?
Yeah, that this is the person in the video?
Investigative Viverito.
All right. Overruled.
And we also have a picture of him with another YSL co-defendant, Darius that we entered.
You also need to hold that mic closer to you. And turn it on.
I believe it's on.
Then hold it closer to you.
Okay. I'm sorry. Mr. Ford, YSL is not in the video. Mr. Ford, we believe, is a YSL member. There's also a picture of, you asked how can we identify him? We have a picture of Mr. Ford that has already been admitted with Mr. Ford and another co-conspirator, Durante Beebe.
Okay. Mr. Sharp.
So, Your Honor, my objection isn't whether this is Mr. Ford or not. My understanding is the state is saying Mr. Ford's an important part of this story because he is murdered in 2022. I understand this is a RICO case, but for the purposes of the importance of Mr. Ford and Mr. Ryan being linked, Mr. Ryan is in prison at the time of Mr. Ford's death, as well as the death that the state is claiming was payback for Mr. Ford's death.
Okay.
So, Mr. Ryan, and the reason I say that is because while I understand the state has established connections of Mr. Ford to other people, and I understand their argument for the relevance of that, I don't think that this case requires a link between Mr. Ford and Mr. Ryan as much. And my concern is obviously the prejudice and the spillover prejudice on all of us when the way of showing the link between Mr. Ford and Mr. Ryan, which I say has very limited probative value, but the video itself that shows that link involves Mr. Ryan waving a handgun around. So that's my concern.
So yours is a 403 objection. Response.
Yes, Your Honor. A part of our indictment, again, Your Honor, is that these individuals maintained armed individuals ready and willing to preserve, protect, and enhance the reputation, power, and territory of the enterprise through the use of violence. The fact that Mr. Ryan is publicly, these are public posts, toting his gun, and he is with another YSL associate, Your Honor, we believe that the probative value is not substantially outweighed by its unfair prejudice.
All right. Can I overrule the 403 objection? What's next? Which is our next one that is objection, that there is an objection to?
I guess is it the 12/25 to 2021? Is that the next one?
And what's the objection?
Cumulative.
Cumulative.
Because it's saying just Mary Bursmith, changing out the.
Is this a video?
It is a video. But I believe the audio is just rapping in the background.
Okay,
State for that specific video will not use that video, 12/25/2021.
okay, so you're withdrawing that?
Yeah, I'm withdrawing, yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
What's next? Do y'all know the next one you have objection to?
Sorry. I believe the last four is 8521, 29 videos. You can't see anybody that's in the vehicle. It's just a gun and a camera. And the caption on the video is a stick emoji and a star emoji. So that would be relevance, cumulative, foundation.
Your Honor, this, and Mr. Ryan is wearing a YSL chain. This is a public video where it has that snake, and you know that if the court can see, that is a probably 50-round drum in the magazine on the bottom of that gun. So it's a public display of both YSL and a fire, and Mr. Ryan using the firearm. So the state's purpose of this video is to show that public display, which is important to, one, create fear or, you know, for the game.
Got it, overruled.
They already have photos of him with guns.
Not with a gun with that kind of a attachment. While wearing a YSL chain. All right, next.
The last four, 700531. I guess video 31, the last four,
Okay.
7005.
All right.
Cumulative, relevance.
All right.
There's the state will withdraw this specific video.
Okay. Next.
Three, 452, number 32.
And the objection is,
Your Honor, it's probably going to be the same, relevance, cumulative.
is there something new in this video that hasn't already been shown?
There, I was trying to confirm when the date of this post was, where he says free little D, but I meant to have a note of that date, but the state will not introduce this. I asked grace from the court that if I find a date and some of the state believes as a YSL member, little D was incarcerated when Mr. Ryan made this post, I would ask to revisit, but no, the state will not intend to introduce this absent me readdressing it with the court.
Honestly, I think even if this is posted while Lil D's
Yes, Your
in,
Honor.
that it's cumulative.
Yes, Your Honor.
Next.
The next one is 0944, number 34. It's the same thing, cumulative, relevance.
All right, is there
Throwing
something
YSL.
new in this?
So this one, Your Honor, where it starts with 3-4 videos, Mr. Ryan and the other individuals in that video are all throwing up the YSL hand sign,
Okay.
which we have not discussed or introduced with going through this. So the state feels that that is unique and independent compared to what we've discussed thus far.
Could we do this one without the audio? The audio is not relevant. Is it?
No, Your Honor.
I'm asking the state.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. Well,
Your
not
Honor,
for the defense. I'm sorry. It's not relevant.
I believe there actually is some at the very end. I didn't transcribe these videos, so when
Okay. Well, you can let me know.
Yes, Your Honor.
Otherwise,
I
we're
will-
going to do this one without audio. All right, why don't we break for lunch? And let's just be back at 1. Yeah.
I think you said you want to think about, I believe it's Mr. Blaylock's statement to someone else about joining the
Right.
gang. And I'm sitting here and I don't know how that comes in. Mr. Blaylock's not a party opponent, and I'd like you to look at a case if you're going to do that. If that's okay, it's Kirkland, Kirkland versus State. It's 318 Georgia 639, and that's a 2024 case, and it's in Division 4, and it actually cites the Kemp versus State
Okay.
case, which is what the state. And in that case, the Supreme Court makes it clear that the conspiracy must include the declarant and the defendant whom the statement is being offered against. And the court said that the trial court in that case gave a proper instruction limiting that statement only to the person who was on trial. It was co-defendants. Only to the person making the statement. Mr.
Was it a
Blaylock's-
RICO case?
It's a gang case. It's not. No, I don't. It's not a RICO
Okay.
case.
I think that might make a difference.
I don't see why that makes it a difference if we're under 24-8-803 D2, 804 D2E. I mean, that's what the state is traveling.
Okay, I'll take a look at it.
Okay. Thank you. And the same in Kemp. Kemp has the same exact language.
All right, take a look at both of them.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
Ann Williams. I'll look at
Judge?
all 3 of them. Yes.
How quickly do you need that additional case law, simply because my internet connection is not very cooperative?
Well, I mean, do what you can over
Okay.
the lunch break. Maybe you can find somewhere else. We've got a Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
are you joined to that?
Yeah.
Maybe you can just move somewhere else. It doesn't seem to be great in this
Sure.
courtroom, or frankly, anywhere in the courthouse. Why we can't get that fixed, I don't know. But all right, see y'all back in an hour.